So you have seen my previous video about how I chose a 600cc premium segment bike. I hope that illustration was of help to you. I'm assuming that your next upgrade will be a premium segment bike. But remember, you're not just upgrading your bike from a mid-segment to a premium segment, you're upgrading the whole experience, the aura that comes along. Which means you have to simultaneously upgrade yourself, your personality, your style, your attitude, and complement the bike in all ways possible. Little did I know about the changes that happen when one gets a premium segment bike. Changes in riding attitude, changes in your expenses. So here are the things you need to consider before upgrading to a premium segment bike. Okay, so you have decided to upgrade your bike from a 150 or 250cc to a premium segment, say 600cc bike. Okay, that's really nice, but here are a few things I want you to consider because there will be quite a few changes in terms of biking and also a few changes mentally. Let me explain. Okay, firstly, you need to realize one thing. All these days you've been riding a 150 or a 250cc bike that is capable of producing maybe 25 HP, and you're planning to upgrade to this powerful bikes which are like capable of producing 85 plus horsepower. You go for such a powerful bike only if you are matured enough and you have all your senses working while riding. Only then I suggest you to go for such a bike. If you are a squid by nature, if you ride like in a zigzag fashion in a very bad way, these bikes are not for you. Because guys, trust me, these bikes don't tolerate errors. One wrong twist of that throttle and get ready to meet your creator. Second thing, you may have ridden a 25 HP bike with or without safety gear, but if you're planning to do the same with the super bike or at least a 600cc bike, better think twice. Because these bikes are so damn powerful that they can launch you from a standstill to 160 kmph within like 3 gears and like in seconds. That means these beasts don't give enough time to even think before you can act. You'll be literally lying on the ground before you can even think. So yeah, remember to wear safety gear all the time, at least a helmet. Wearing a helmet is a must because this part is like the most sensitive thing in your body, right? Talking about premium bikes, there's one more thing that's gonna really affect you. The costs involved, the finances involved. Your expenses are gonna shoot up right from the moment you get the bike out of the showroom. I used to get away with 100 or 150 rupees of fuel in my Karizma and ride for like days. But that will not happen with a 600cc. You definitely need to keep your tank full at any given time. And still the beast keeps asking for more and more fuel because mostly you'll be riding in the city because it's not like really possible to do tours all the time, right? So mostly you'll be riding in the city and these bikes give you somewhere around 14 to 20 kilometers a liter depending on the type of the bike and the power of the bike. So yeah, your fuel expenses are gonna shoot up really high. Next will be your maintenance cost. Maintenance costs include, the service cost, the insurance cost, the running cost, basically the oil changes, service, all these things, spares, to just keep the bike running. These small things might not matter if you're like super rich and if you have like a great disposable income, but otherwise these are really gonna affect your finances. Okay, say for example my bike is lying there for a year, but in that 1 year I still need to get at least 2 to 3 services done, and apart from that I need to pay the insurance. The insurance is gonna cost like 7,000 bucks. So that means you didn't even touch the bike, but you spent on the services and one insurance. So you get the idea. One more important thing is that though you spend like a lot of money in these bikes, you cannot use these bikes regularly. Who is going to take a premium bike and go to office or use it for daily commute? You can't do that. Even if it's like a very comfortable bike, even if it's like a cruiser and all, you still can't use it daily because of the heat, the discomfort it gives in the city, because generally 600cc and above bikes are like really heavy. But anyways, these kinds of bikes are for passion, so we don't really take that into account. Now I'll tell you a few non-technical things that happen. I'm sure no one has spoken about these things before. I've not seen any videos on that, so let me make a video about this. First, remember that if you're going from a normal bike to a premium class bike, the first thing that you're gonna notice is you're gonna get a lot of attention. Right from your gate to your destination, You'll have thousands of eyes looking at your bike and you. Not you, your bike. Some people enjoy that attention, some don't. It totally depends on the kind of person you are. And the last people you want to get attention from are the cops. And unfortunately, these bikes are so loud. These bikes get a lot of attention from the cops too. Because the police people, not everyone, but there are a few who are not really aware of what we're doing, and they think that because you're wearing safety gear and all that, they think that you're going to race or do some stunts. And the next thing, get ready to answer a hell lot of questions. You get a lot of questions when you're on the road, when you're in the traffic. You get a lot of questions from people. I mean, it's general human tendency. Even I do that if I see a premium bike or a different bike from the lot. You get questions like, what company is this bike? How much mileage do you get out of it? A very common question. How much is the bike? What is the top speed you did on this bike? Anyways, like I said, this is like general human tendency. You would definitely ask such questions when you yourself see some fancy bike or something. But anyways, I'm mentioning this point here because this video is all about the things that happen when you upgrade your bike, right? Okay, this point that I'm gonna tell you now is like one of the most important points, guys. If you are a premium bike owner or if your friend is a premium bike owner, just ask him. He will definitely agree with me on this. Parking your bike. Your heart is literally with the bike all the time when you take it out somewhere. For example, I take my bike sometimes to a shopping mall or a coffee shop, a restaurant. Problem is, whenever I park the bike outside, my heart is always with it, because obviously it's a premium bike and people tend to go near it and take pictures and all that, which is kind of fine if you're taking a picture. But there are some people who sit on the bike. Sitting is also not a big issue, but they sit on the bike and they start playing around with all the buttons, the indicators and all that, which is kind of bugging. I mean, these are like very expensive bikes, so anything can happen. Something goes wrong in it, then again you need to shell out like a lot of money. So whenever we go out, we need to convince the security, and we need to find a secure place to park these bikes. We sometimes ask them for car parking. No offense, guys, but we don't want to push our bikes into those small lanes where each bike touches each other, and you can expect some scratches happening, which you really don't want on your premium bike. So the problem is, whenever you want to take your bike out on a weekend, you need to take it to a very secure place. You need to plan your parking and all that, which is kind of bugging. And in some cases, there's this one more point I actually wanted to share with you people. It's kind of funny, but you get questions from your family or your extended family, your in-laws, your friends, your relatives and all that. They ask you questions like, why did you get this bike? Why did you spend like 7 lakhs on a bike? Instead you could have got a car. A car can take 7 people, your bike can take only you. I mean, they don't understand the passion of biking and all that. It's totally understandable, because I don't understand a few of their passions. For example, there are people who collect art and all that for a lot of money, but I don't understand why they're putting so much money into art. Same way, they don't understand why I'm putting so much money into biking. It's all these things are about passion. These are a few things that can't be explained. Anyways, be prepared to answer such questions. And lastly, this is the most important point actually. Nothing else is more important than this point, and especially this point is for tourers. Remember that you're getting a premium bike, which means that there are not a lot of showrooms and service centers around the country, right? And when you tour and you're stuck somewhere with a problem with your bike, your regular screwdriver doesn't fit in these bikes. Basically, you need special tools to operate on this bike. You can't expect anyone to open the bike and work on it and repair it. So yeah, this is going to be a problem for tourers. If you're going for a tour, I suggest you to get your bike checked properly. But still, anyways, you can't help it. When something happens, you have to stop your journey, and that is kind of disappointing. So guys, these are the few things that are going to change when you upgrade your bike to a premium bike. But don't stop. If you really love the bike, you really need to get it and enjoy the bike. Because if you think this bike is going to make you happy, definitely go for it. Don't think about anything else. And also, as always, please subscribe. Like I told you, a lot of you guys are watching my channel from the beginning, but you're forgetting to hit the subscribe button. If you're one of those guys, please do subscribe. It will really help me a lot. Anyways guys, so that's about it, and I'll see you again with another video soon. Take care.